Hello there, folks. Hatme here. I truly hope you guys are having a lovely day. We're going to talk about how to play Conquest in today's video. I'm going to talk about strategy. I'm going to talk about economy. I'm going to talk about deployment, battles, offensive and defensive ones. But first, let's start with the opening screen. So whenever you select Conquest campaign, you have option to play different faction. I selected US. You can choose enemy nation at times. Right now, we cannot choose anything else. And difficulty basically means of how many enemy units you're gonna face, what will be the combat modifiers. Then we have economy, which determines how many resources you're gonna have from the start, how many resources you're gonna get from enemy combat vehicles or equipment captured. We're going to talk about economy in a specific part of this video. We have campaign size, which again determines how many battle maps you're going to have. I don't think it matters much because even after you finish your campaign, there will be an option to continue, and you can have as many battles as you like. But that's it. We're going to play with Enable Fog of War because I think this is the way for the game to be played, and if you're not playing with Fog of War, you're missing on a lot of game features, regardless of how good or bad you are with the game. So let's go continue. And here we are. This is Conquest UI. So on top we have Operation Day, and right now it's Operation Day 1 because we haven't started yet. Army strength is 0 because your army should be in this bracket, but we do not have any troops right now. And we have battles won, battles lost. We have the register. Then over here we have reinforcements. These are potential units that you can have. As you can see, some of the units are unlocked, some of them are locked, but you need to research them in order to have them. You can also see that over here we have some points. These are manpower points. Manpower points allow you to buy unlocked reinforcements. So as long as the unit is unlocked, you can bring it like this and they will become part of your army. Your army strength will change and these guys will become your veterans. Right. Then the next one is star points. Star points are a special type of points. You can use them to buy support abilities. These abilities come from like recon to bomber planes to like mortar barrage or artillery barrage. Sometimes they also come with smoke. These options are usually more helpful during the attack, I believe, but yeah, it's up to you. You can use them on defensive or offensive missions. Completely okay, but you're gonna have to use star points for that. Then if we go to this one that says 6, these are research points. In order to unlock these guys, we have to use research points, but where do we use them? We go over here to research tree, and we're just gonna click. Research tree is massive for every faction, but I think German and the USSR factions are just even more massive. They're huge. I'm gonna cover technology. I'm gonna cover specific units, what to research, what to stay away from, what to use, what not to use in a specific video. But right now, I'm just gonna talk about things in general. On top, we have like special points, special abilities. We're gonna be able to call specific stages. Then we have a bunch of infantry units, everything from like anti-tank, bazooka teams. We have airborne. We have rangers, motorized infantry. We have support units, engineers, machine guns, mortars, then some half tracks and AA guns. Then we have field guns and different types of artillery. We have scouting units, light armored vehicles. We have light tanks. From early to late war, we have medium and heavy tanks on this side, as well as tank destroyers. You have limited amount of research points, and be careful how you use them. Then let's go back. We have ammunition, and ammunition is a specific bracket over here with veterans. That means if your units take part in battles, they usually waste their ammunition, fuel, ammunition, whatever they might use. Will require refilling, and if you finish one of the battles, then you go into the next one without resupplying them, they're not gonna have ammunition the next time. Every unit's ammo and inventory is saved for the next battle, and if we do not resupply them, they're gonna be stuck without ammunition. If the unit is depleted, maybe one squad has 10 men, you lose 5, you're also gonna have to pay with your manpower points. So combine ammunition for to refill ammo and manpower points to kind of resupply the lost men in the squad. If your soldiers in the squad fight and kill enemies or destroy their equipment, they're gonna get veteran C. And if you click on a unit, it doesn't have to be unlocked. You can also click on some really cool units. I don't know, 82nd glider or whatever, 101st, whatever you guys like, rangers. You can click on them and you can see their basic stats. So everything from like HP, base, regeneration, stamina, how fast they can run, how long they can run for, what kind of weapons they come with. You can see it on this side. Quite cool to tell if a unit is good or kind of bad. Too bad you cannot see all the equipment they have, like hand grenades or mines or bandages, amount of ammunition. Usually better units have more ammunition. They come with better equipment, as well as skill level. Skill level, if this guy, for example, is a rifleman, he's going to have the highest skill level for the rifle. As you can see over here, it's level 5 and pistol is 5. Well, everything else is level 4. It's usually level less. This guy is a guy with a Thompson submachine gun, and his SMG and pistol will be 5. Everything else is 4. But these guys are elite. If you get some more basic unit, like, I don't know, recon team, you can see that their base HP is much lower, that their accuracy is worse, their skill level with weapons is also worse than the elites. Right, then we have stages over here. Right now I kind of locked 2 stages, but usually you start with 1. You can unlock the second one for free, and then the other ones will be paid. There are a total of 5 stages, plus a stage or a section for specific support points, right? How do we unlock them? We go to research tree, and if we scroll up here, we can click colon stage 2. Then you have to research this one, pay 2 research points, colon stage 3. Then to unlock stage 4, you need cavalry platoon, and then this one. So stages are super important, and as you get more resources throughout your campaign, you're going to be able to bring more troops. In order to bring more troops, you need more stages. As we said, if you want to hire some of these troops, you'd only pay with manpower, but you can see that they have population cap. For this squad, population cap is 12. Lower skilled squads have less of a population cap. Well, if you go with your elites, they usually doubled. So airborne units will have 24, for example. Depending on the number of troops and the skill level of the unit equipment, this might be higher or lower. The same applies to some heavy weapons. The heavier the AA gun is, the more manpower it will require. The heavier the tank, the more manpower it will require. So you cannot really, it's a balancing thing, right? The first one over here is 60 manpower. The second one is 80. The third one is 100. The fourth one is 120. And the fifth one is 140 points. How do you get these points during the battle? Well, during the battle, the more time you spend just being on the battle map, you're going to slowly regenerate points. When you have like enough for specific type of stage, you just click and you will be able to call them. You can call whatever you like. If we have 5 stages, you can call stage 5 and then 3 and then 1. They don't have to go in a specific order, and we're gonna see this in the battle map as it starts. Then if we go over here, we can see our battle map. The map that we will be fighting off. Here you have an option to go into co-op with your friends, or you can just play it as a single player. And this is something interesting. We learn about the economy, but we have different points on the map. You can see like they're kind of, they look like nodes, whatever. And the red one is ours. This is where we start. And if the number is odd, day number 1, 3, 5, 7, you will be attacking. And if the number is even, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, you will be defending. During the attack, you can choose the point to attack. If you're in the center of the map, it's usually autumn or fall. Or spring. If you go up to the north, it's usually winter season, and if you go down south, you have more of a summer battlefield. Battle maps always change. I'm not sure how many battle maps there are, but they're always different. If you're attacking on one point, one battle map, the next day you'll be defending on a different one. And you can see that there are some stars over here. This one has 1, this one has 2 stars. That means risk. If you win, you're gonna get higher rewards, and if you win with this one, you're gonna get kind of lower rewards. Reward is also different. Over here, we only have manpower and ammo. Over here, we have less manpower, less ammunition, but we have research points. So depending on which position you attack, you're gonna get more or less of different resources. I think that this one is really important because your research points allow you to unlock better units and better equipment. Okay, guys, it's time to discuss the army composition. And if you're playing Americans, I think you have 2 options. Generally speaking, you have 2 options. One is to play more of a defensive. The other one is to play more of an offensive role. So let's first go with the offensive role, that I believe it's a bit riskier in this sense, because if you want to open up with tanks, you need to spend 5 of your points. And if you spend 5 of your points, you probably should spend the 6th one over here with the Late Stuart, because their price is pretty much the same, but turret armor is quite a bit better on the Late Stuart. The options are to maybe go for a recon team. You can have some better vision on the battlefield, so you can go for this one. I think I'm gonna go for just better Stuart. Let's put it that way. So we have 6 out of 6. Let's research and let's see how our very aggressive type of early army would look like. We said we're gonna go for Late Stuart. This one is 320 manpower. This one is 315. You can see their population cap is 20, but the difference, as we said, is in turret armor. 51 for the early version is 38. It's kind of a big difference. So let's go for this one, and we're gonna move him over here. You can go for 1, but because our infantry is so trashy, and I said this is kind of a riskier thing, how about we go for 2? 2 Stuarts. They can do a lot of killing. They can kill pretty much anything enemies have. The only concern would be anti-tank guns. Try to stay away from them. Try to use the little infantry you have for scouting purposes. So I would bring these guys now. And we have 94. That means basically we can... we could potentially get a medic, but then we will not have enough for tank crew. So we can bring guys like this and like this. So this will be very risky type of early army. You're going to have only 2 tanks to worry about. They're going to be able to slaughter enemy infantry. They come with 30 cals on top. So you can actually put one of your maybe tank crews, and they're going to be operating those 30 cals. They can do so much killing, you know. Pretty good combination, but make sure that enemies do not have anti-tank guns. And now it's time to talk about more balanced or defensive type of build, especially early on. So you need something to deal with enemy infantry. You need something to deal with enemy emplacements, and something to deal with enemy tanks. Let's start from the first one. We can get better infantry just by clicking over here. Rifle Squad is quite a bit better than 45th Division Rifle Squad. They have better HP. And then I would recommend going for the first recon team. These guys are much better in the sense that they're different types of units. So Rifle Squad is a squad that you send into combat and they're expected to fight. Well, a recon team is a type of unit that has lower HP. They have better stamina. They can usually run faster and for longer periods of time. They come with inferior equipment, but their vision is crucial, especially when we talk about fog of war type of situation. These guys are irreplaceable. they're gonna give you a lot of insights into enemy positions. You're usually gonna keep them return fire, not fire at will, and they're essential for what we are planning. They're super, super important. Then I would stay away from machine guns, especially early on. Mortars are, in my opinion, quite bad. I don't see the purpose of them. They waste a lot of ammunition, and their accuracy is just terrible. Maybe when you're defending, they can come in handy, but right now, I don't think so. Then I would go for M55. This is quad 50 cal, insane. It can do so much killing, especially versus infantry. It's unbelievably good, but I would not go for it. I would actually go for 40 mil Bofors. Why? There are a couple of reasons. So first, we said we need something to destroy enemy vehicles. M55 can deal with enemy light vehicles. The problem is that they gonna have tanks in the future. They're gonna come with Panzer 1s, Panzer 2s, even Panzer 3s can be penetrated by Bofors. And also Bofors is higher. The gun is positioned higher, so it can fire over the obstacles. Whatever, there's a fence, there's a hill, can fire over it. Well, this one cannot. This one has both armor piercing and explosive rounds and can devastate infantry. It's not as good against infantry as quad mount, but is excellent. So our entire strategy will evolve around the 40 mil. Let's go with this one, and let me show you what I believe is balanced army. So we have 900 manpower points. Let me just find it real quick. So we have it over here. 315 will go for this one. It's super cool. I had one during my hardcore campaign, and it got destroyed in day 19 or something. I had it from like day 1. Then we're gonna go for Rifle Squad. They are more expensive in manpower than these guys, but not by much. Well, their performance is quite a bit different. Look at this. Base HP, 150, stamina 75. For these guys, we have 200 HP, 125. So these guys are much better. They have some good equipment. They have rifle grenades, I believe. Yeah. They have also BAR. So it's overall a good squad. The problem is they do not have a lot of ammunition, but their population cap is higher. So the better the infantry unit, the higher the population cap. These guys are 16. These guys over here are 12. But the price in manpower is not that big of a deal. So we're going to use 2. We can afford 2. We can have one of the recon teams to tell us what is ahead of us. And then we can go for probably a medic. And we have enough for ammo crate. That's it. Really cool. So let's see if we can fit them in a single echelon. Yeah, we will be able to do that. We said the second echelon can be unlocked for free, and I forgot to do that. So let's go to research tree. Yeah, over here. It's free of charge. So if in the case you need the second one, you can unlock it, but we're basically capping it. And here we are, guys. We're gonna click over here. We're gonna see what is coming with this echelon. And oh, our troops are over there. Sorry. We have 2 points to capture. One is over here. The other one is over there. And these arrows point the direction of enemy reinforcements. So they already have some units protecting the flags, but they also are going to have some reinforcing units coming in. 2 different types of AI. AI that is coming in will be more aggressive, while the AI defending the points will be more defensive. And let me explain. So we have... this is the indicator of how many points we're holding. Enemies are holding 2, we're holding none. Then these are 2 enemy armies, basically defensive and more aggressive one, as I talked about. And over here we have the count. The clock is ticking, as you see. Every second and a half, they get an increase in point. I have 1500 because of a mod. I'm gonna talk about it more when we play defensive mission. But here it's 1500. How do we win? We have to capture both of these points. Without it, you cannot win. So you have to capture both. And if you capture one of them, the clock will tick a bit slower. It will not click in your favor. So if they're like 3 points, you capture 2, you win. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to capture all 3 of them. And let's start to move. We have a lot of ground to cover, and it will take us some time. So it would always be a good practice to give your units specific numbers. So I have maybe medics number 1 and number 2, so I can easily access them on my keyboard, right? We're gonna have a scouting team go first. We can even go on foot. I think it's safer to go on foot. They are usually faster than other infantry, so we're not gonna miss much. And with these guys, we're just gonna push them forward, but we are so far away from that point. I'm gonna catch up with you when we get closer, and I think I'm gonna bring those guys up. By the way, these guys are on return fire. We're gonna have a couple of you over there, just to ensure that we can all get flanked easily. We also want to ensure that our AA gun can fire. Yes, they can. Another thing you should pay attention to, this is a BAR guy. We're going to be looking for ammo carrier. This guy has a lot of ammunition. And we got to ensure that we give this guy all the ammo. In the case our BAR guy dies, this guy, ammo carrier or ammo bearer, would be the second best replacement. Take his BAR, I take his ammunition, and this guy can perform quite well as well with the gun. You can also consider looting a lot of enemy corpses. You can check on some good things like MG34, Drum 1. They're worth taking. If you can, they'll be awesome to take. Let's see what happens if I get closer. Maybe we get fired upon, maybe we do not. Just gonna try to steal it. Sometimes killing more enemies is better. We can actually do just this one. I'm gonna drop their helmet, I don't need it. And we're back. Now, our guy has MG34. Huge increase in firepower. And it's time to use our scouts. We're gonna push them to different edges, but always spread them out. Never go as a single unit, because they can easily get destroyed by a machine gun or artillery piece. So always make sure that they are spread out, and they're gonna be scouting for us.
Let's get this thing moving.
We have them in crossfire. Excellent. A great job. You can also check on the ammunition. It's quite solid for the time being. Once again, you can pick up on the enemy equipment, as long as we can find something interesting. So we know that there is an MG over there. And this one, pack could be a problem. Can we try to save this guy?
Over here, medic.
That means that we have to approach from this direction. That pack has a better range than our Bofors. We have to eliminate them slowly. Rifle grenade, just gonna need the normal guy to do the job. He saw us? Oh, no, there is something else. Flak 20, that's even more dangerous. We're being honest, that's crazy.
Order it done, sir. Always ready.
But at least we know where it is. I'm not sure if we're gonna manage. No, just run. That was too much.
Always ready. Push him
Well, in this case, we can use smoke.
Cat.
I can bring one of these guys. Go over there.
Wait.
Good thing with recon teams, they come with 2 smoke grenades as well. We have to destroy that 20 mil, and then we're gonna turn and destroy the MG and other stuff.
Cannon fire. Incoming.
Let's see what happens if we run now.
Ready, sir. On the way. I'm ready. Enemy
Just gonna take it out.
Eat this.
We didn't kill it?
Served you right.
Okay, that was good.
Yes, sir. There's artillery over there.
Schnell, Männer, in Deckung! Zieht eure Köpfe ein!
Enemy army ahead.
Are we gonna show a lot of patience?
Uncle Sam.
Excellent.
Herrgott! Ich glaub, ich hab's erwischt!
Grenade.
Great job. Now I'm gonna try to push my Bofors more aggressively, and we're gonna bring these guys in support.
Yes, sir.
Ready to go, sir.
What can we eat? I'm starving.
Ready to go,
This is
sir.
by far the riskiest move because enemies will try to take it back.
Thick here. Who needs help?
You can go and try to save him before he dies. Yeah, let's go and do that. You guys can come closer.
Already on it. Yes, sir.
Ready
Let's
to
get
go,
more.
sir.
Any orders, sir? Stay low.
Keep your head down.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, that's good.
Taylor, boys, get down, get down.
That's perfect. Maybe one more guy we can kill. Yes.
Ready, sir. Aye, sir. Always ready.
Where do you need me?
We're gonna save this guy.
I'm ready.
Once we start capturing, that means that there are no enemy guys in the circle. That is quite good.
Ready, sir.
If we take the MG, perfect. I believe that we need to fix this one. I don't think we can just take it. Or we can.
On the way.
Actually, we can.
Yes, sir.
Taylor, boys. Gun ready.
And as we said, we're gonna try not to take heavy casualties.
Always ready.
I'm ready.
Begebt euch in Schussposition.
Down.
Oh, excellent. We gotta heal.
Look over there. Hurry up.
Ready to go, sir.
Let's go inside.
What are your orders, sir?
Stay low. I'm out.
Son of a bitch!
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, guys, whenever you have this type of situation, always make sure that all of the guns that you have are taken. Like,
Yes,
we
sir.
take them. If we stand them like this, even though we had them before, they're not going to be seen a bit later. So we have to take all of the enemy equipment, vehicles, guns. As long as you can occupy them, that's good. You don't have to fix them totally. They can be in red or they can be whatever. As long as you can enter the vehicle or enter the machine gun and take it, this is good. So now when we finish the mission, when we get out, we're going to do that right now. Finish. Yes. We can see the score. We actually lost 6 men and we killed 104 of the enemies, right? Let's get out. This is our reward. So we got 616 manpower points. We got 1 star point, 200 ammunition for replenishment, and we got 5 research points, which is pretty cool. And this is all the enemy equipment that we captured. These are our veterans. So these guys lost a man. This crew also lost 1. It's 3 crew members. On top of that, a gun. So 3 out of 4. We lost 1. Over here as well, it's 4 out of 5 because we have Willie and the 4 guys. So totaling 5, right? Well, if you want to sell them, you click over here and you go dismiss. This will give you some extra manpower. We can also choose to resupply, and we're gonna get some. Basically, we're gonna pay some manpower and ammunition to give them back their crew. So it's something that's very cheap to do. If you decide to keep them, it's much cheaper than buying new one on the market and researching it. So these are really good on the defensive end. We have 20 mil. We have 2 heavy machine guns, and we have anti-tank guns. So we're gonna keep them. We're gonna go over here, resupply all, and when I click, we're gonna pay 100 in manpower. We're gonna pay 101 in ammunition to resupply all of our guys. Let's see what happens. Excellent. So the guys that were occupying these actually got back to their own units, and we got new crews for these guys as well. That's it for now. We're going to talk about how to defend early on in the game in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.